Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to start a new lesson for this week about how we trust that God is with us. This lesson is going to come to us today from Numbers 13:17 through Numbers 14:9. We're going to learn about the 12 spies that report on Canaan. In Exodus 3:8, we learn that when God first called Moses to deliver the slaves from Egypt, he made a really big promise. He said, "I, the Lord, will lead them out of Egypt into their own fertile and spacious land. It's a land flowing with milk and honey." And then when we jump ahead to Numbers 13, we can see that the promise was nearing a place of reality. Do you guys remember the amazing acts of power that God used through Moses to free his people? And then they had to travel over 200 miles in the desert before they finally made it to their promised land, Canaan. Can you imagine how excited you would be after you finally make it somewhere when you've been traveling for so long? They must have been so relieved and so thankful. Moses sent out 12 leaders to sneak into Canaan and scout out the land. They were there for 40 days before they came back to tell Moses about it. The good news was the land was great and it was fertile. The bad news, the people that were already there in Canaan were strong and they didn't worship God. God's people were going to have to fight for their land. 10 out of the 12 spies said they could not fight against the mighty warriors in Canaan, that they were much too strong for the Israelites. But 2 of the spies, Joshua and Caleb, had a different answer. Sure, they agreed with the others. They were strong, but they said, "Let's go at once and take this land. We can surely conquer it." They weren't ignoring the facts. They just trusted that God was with them. And instead of responding in fear, they responded in trust. That doesn't mean that they weren't afraid. I'm sure they were, but they didn't let that stop them from trusting that God wouldn't leave them alone. God never leaves us. He's always here in the good times and the bad times. In everything we do, we trust God is with us. In our activity for today, we're going to write down 3 things that you're afraid of. And then I want you to draw or write something that you could do to help you not be afraid of those things, to help you trust that God is with you this week. Our memory verse comes from Philippians chapter 2, verse 5, and it says, "Have the same attitude that Christ had." One more time, are you ready? It comes from Philippians chapter 2, verse 5, and it says, "Have the same attitude that Christ Jesus had." I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you on Thursday. Bye.